they scatter like the booze from my breath. It's genius is dead, happy and willing to die for your love.
So the government recognised that, in the past 5 years we've seen extraordinary growth in the number of startups that are emerging in London. So we've seen the growth in the past 5 years of like 100 digital companies to now well over 1,300 just in this fairly small geographic region. And the main aim of the Tech City Investment Organization is to help promote the growth of this cluster, both internationally and domestically as well.
We're 3 months old. So far we've got 5 companies that we're incubating. One of them has identified a £200 million saving per annum for the health service in the UK. We've raised £10 million through the UK's Technology Strategy Board and $750,000 through the Media Network. And I think, at the beginning of a very exciting journey. And that
So we're running 2 challenges which are at the top of my mind because we're just in the process of selecting the finalists. So one of them is working with groups who have some great ideas on how to reduce levels of isolation among older people or increase the mobility of older people in their communities. And we're also working with some groups who have fantastic ideas on how to reduce levels of waste stuff, whether it be that food, textile, products, oil within their communities.
The work I've been doing recently is looking at people with a chronic disease, a particular disease called Crohn's, and they've essentially used the medical findings that have been published in research papers to design and create their own medical therapy. Some years before it may well be available, maybe 10 years before it'll be available on the market, if it goes through clinical trials. What is interesting about this is that this group of lead users are creating their own medical therapy in a way that, and creating evidence, collecting evidence, comparing evidence, and developing the therapy as they go along in a trial and error fashion. But the mainstream researchers are not in a position professionally or scientifically to get any benefit from the results at all. So what you have is a really interesting case of market failure where you have a very sophisticated traditional medical innovation system that cannot professionally or technically take advantage of what users are doing. So we have a clear gap between the lead user community and the medical community.
Sleep on the floor, lay